We're live. Hi, I am Suzanne Castle, creator and founder of The Sparkle Factor. It's Tuesday. That means it's Training Tuesday. You can find out all kinds of information, catch up on Training Tuesdays, download some goodies, all at suzannecastle.com. But where are you watching from? Give me a shout out, whether you're watching this live or on replay. I'm glad you're here, however you are. So, hi, Facebook, hi, LinkedIn, hi, Instagram, hi, YouTube. Thank you for spending a little bit of time on maybe what is the beginning of a holiday for some people. Is that what's going on today? I don't know. Like from a 3-day weekend, summer at the unofficial start, right? And people are on the road doing all of the things. But we aren't, because here at the Sparkle Factor HQ, we are all about taking action and getting things done. And today is no different. In fact, today I want to talk about 5 quick activation tips. What do I mean by that? Well, it's so easy to get overwhelmed by projects, right? Or tasks. And your list just keeps growing and growing like this, right? It just keeps growing and growing and growing. And you might cross one thing off, but then you add 3 or 4 more things, right? And soon it seems insurmountable, or just like it's so impossible to accomplish anything. So what do? You don't do. Am I right? Like, give me some love if that's you. You look at your list, you're like, I just can't do that anymore. Well, there are some hacks and some tricks really that you need to have in your toolbox that can help you stay organized, get back on track, take quick activation. And that's what this Training Tuesday is all about. I think one of the things that I am most impressed with is the amount of mess in my clients' lives and businesses. And I mean that because it's impressive, because it means that they're out doing all kinds of things, right? They've got big dreams, maybe that's you. They've got goals they want to accomplish, maybe that's you. And so piles of paperwork or systems aren't working right, but they keep adding things without making sure that they're shoring up what they've already started, right? It's kind of like on your browser right now, when you are like looking for something and suddenly you've got 50 tabs open, right? Because you're like, oh, you just start like new tab, new tab, new tab, new tab, and you refuse to close anything because you're afraid that you're not going to find it again, right? So you just have dozens of unread emails, and you've got all these things that you're looking at in your Amazon cart, and then you're following some people, and you might have dropped on a live somewhere or a Training Tuesday, let's say, and they're all up there at the same time, and it's just so cluttered, right? And you say, well, I'm fine. But actually, what you're in is utter confusion and utter overwhelm. And so getting back on track is so hard when you're in that place, right? There are moments of frustration with yourself, maybe anger, even, right? Getting back on track is hard, and it just, I don't know about you, but every 2 steps forward you take, there's 1 step back, right? But little by little, you can do this. And so there are some very clear steps on how to kind of organize when you're in this place, and I want to walk through those real quick. The first thing is to honestly, hear me out, is to get organized, right? So stop. Just stop. Take the time to get organized so you'll quit spinning, like spending an hour finding a file. That is a key indicator that you need to stop and change your organization system, right? Take a step back, create a system, right? So organize your bookmarks, for example, so you don't have to have all the tabs open. That's one way, right? How to read and archive an email if you need it. I use a system called Inbox Zero, where things go in the DMZ, meaning that I don't know what to do with them, but they're not open. So when I log in, I don't see 5,000 unread emails, right? I only see like 4. Then my brain's like, oh, I can go check all those 4 emails, right? So you can do this. Also, I am a big believer in Trello. So I use Trello to organize my life and my business. I can communicate with my team outside of email by tagging them in posts. And it's just so much easier. It truly is a game changer for me. If it's not Trello, find a project management system. It's a tool that you can use in all kinds of ways. Okay. For me, it's like digital Post-it notes, and it's fabulous. Okay. So that is one thing that I would say too. Now, step 2 is to create a schedule for yourself. Now, this also sounds pretty basic, but stay with me. All right. You need to have your reoccurring things already on your calendar, right? I don't care if it's a Google Calendar or iCal. That's what I use because I'm a Mac girl. Or if it's a paper calendar, a lot of people I know use paper calendars. That's awesome. That's amazing. Doesn't really matter. What really matters is that you're using a system to honestly keep track, right? Yeah. Yeah. I get it. I get it. The Coach G's in the house. I'm glad that you're here. Yeah. So the thing is that if you just stay in that place of overwhelm and you're not putting things down in a calendar, of course you think you've got more time than you do. So you need to block out all of your meetings, including the meetings with yourself. I'm checking email for 15 minutes. It goes on your calendar, right? Add in links. If you're meeting people virtually, add in your transportation time, set up alerts to remind you, create time blocks when you should be working with unstructured interruptions. Having this rhythm, having this structure to your week is key. And I'm a color code girl. So I can look immediately at my calendar and go, oh, this is work related. This is personal related. This is a doctor. This is my kid related, Brian's thing, whatever, right? It's totally key and it helps your brain. Step 3, stay focused on what's in front of you. Right? The squirrel phenomenon is real, right? Squirrel. But when you get so behind and your task list is daunting, then this is something that's known as weekly sprint. Okay. So this is a concept. When you choose only a few very specific tasks to work on every week or each day, and then you force yourself to sprint to get these done while you ignore everything else. You can use a tomato timer is a thing for your computer that will shut everything down so you can do that. So for example, start meeting with yourself, right? And figure out, what do I need to work on today? Put those tasks in the appropriate column in Trello, let's say, or on your calendar, let's say, and you're on the same page. And when you get them done, move them, right? Into a completed column. Okay. Step 4, you need to know what your priorities are. What are your priorities? Because my sneaking suspicion, at least with my clients, is they work on things that actually aren't the things moving them forward, that aren't actually a priority. What's happened is it's risen to the level of urgency, so it feels like priority when really it shouldn't be urgent at all. Honestly, it shouldn't be on your plate. So you need to understand what your priorities are. Your priorities are based out of your values, right? So if you haven't done a deep dive into your values in a while, maybe do that. Holler at me. I can give you some help there. But also just understanding what are the priorities that will move me forward in my goals and getting my stuff done. That is what goes on your calendar first. Those are your non-negotiables, right? It's easier than you think, but you have to be ruthless with yourself. In a minute, I'm going to give you something that'll help you for free to understand your priorities and how to manage them and how to get at them if you're not even sure where to start. Step 5, celebrate, of course. Right? Every time that you get something off your plate, do a celebration, right? Doesn't matter if 1% better, 0.5% better, right? Do something like take a break, go outside, do something different, give yourself a party, go get your favorite beverage. Like if you complete all your tasks for the week, take yourself to a movie, take yourself to dinner. Doesn't matter what it is. It needs to light you up. It could be go blow bubbles. I'm a big blowing bubble person. I also love silly putty, right? Taking 5 minutes to celebrate also helps your brain process and go, see, that was easy. We did it. It's awesome. Done. Then you'll have the same energy when you need to get at the next thing. So these are just some quick tips for activation that anyone can do at any time. But remember, the key that I said at the very beginning is you have to stop first. Just stop and get organized, and everything else will fall out of that. So like I said, I'm putting something in the comments right now, which is a download to a priority finder. So you can grab this off of my website. I told you I've got some free goodies on there for you. Get it in about 5 minutes. It will help you kind of get that chatter out of your brain, get it somewhere so you know what to work on first, second, and third. So I really hope you'll take advantage of that. Yeah, thank you, Carol. Great advice. I appreciate that. Yeah. So grab that priority finder, go back to this video, think of the 5 steps, do the priority finder, and I promise you by the end of this week, you're going to feel better because this will have a lot more scratch outs or it'll be trashed all the way because you will be rocking your system. All right, I'm Suzanne Castle, creator and founder of The Sparkle Factor. If this kind of stuff is jamming with you and you are a woman in business and you're looking at how to create a sustainable roadmap for your future, I highly recommend that you come to Verve. It's in October. We only have, I think, 20 seats left as of this morning. We're almost sold out. And so if you go to SuzanneCastle.com/Verve, check it out. Use the promo code EARLY at checkout, all caps. That's going to get you $100 off the regular price. So jump on that if you can. It's a 3-day conference with a lot of speakers, including me, helping you understand how to sustainably create that roadmap of priority management, right? And systems to have your life and your business rock together. This was Training Tuesday. I'm Suzanne. I'll see you next week.